Sam, how are you?
Hi, Cheslie. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I like your little set design behind you. You've got a whole
Did you
plan.
like that? I was trying to get the plug out of it and I messed that up. But yeah, this is the best I could do, I'm afraid.
Well, it looks really good. How have you been? How's your year started?
It's been good. Very, very, very busy. I finished a movie in London and back on Outlander right now. So it's despite the what's going on in the world, it's good to be busy.
Yeah, I bet so. I mean, like you said, you've got Outlander, you've got this film, you've got like Men in Kilts. Like you've been really busy. Do you have a vacation coming up soon?
Yeah, I'd quite like one. I guess when we're allowed to travel again, that would be really cool. I go somewhere, but I love obviously these are all projects I've been working on for quite a while, but
Yeah.
it's nice to be busy, and I'm just glad I can keep working.
Absolutely. Well, I found out something really cool, Sam. Our birthdays are 2 days apart. My birthday is April 28th. Yours is April 30th.
No, hey, Torians, woo! My brother's
Crazy.
is 28th as well.
Really? Oh my God. Well, do
Yeah.
you have plans? Are you going to get to like at least take your birthday off?
No, I think I'm going to be working. What are you going to do?
I don't know yet. Probably hang out with my mom. Well,
Yeah, yeah.
let's talk about this film because it was thrilling. What drew you to your character, Tom? I mean, he's sort of multidimensional. I mean, he's got like this compassionate side, but he's also like really savvy when it comes to like fighting back against people.
Yeah, I mean, well, firstly, on the surface, it's a fun thriller action movie, but the central character Tom is based on Andy McNabb, who is the real deal and has great experience and great knowledge about the military and
Yeah.
special forces, but also add to that the fact that he's a good psychopath. It's so intriguing, and that's what Tom is. Tom
Mhm.
is this guy who's felt he has something wrong with him or something is not quite right, and during the course of the movie, he discovers, oh, that's what I am. And yeah, it's a really intriguing character study.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and did you read the novel before you guys started on the project?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I read a lot of Andy's books just to get an insight into his life, and then also, I spent a great deal of time with Andy himself, talking to him about the military, about his experiences, and then he was on set too. So any questions we had, he would help, and he was just an amazing source of information.
Oh, that's so cool, especially to have him right there. Was it nerve-wracking then
Mm.
to have him on set?
It's nerve-wracking when you're alone with a psychopath. I mean, it does cross through your mind. You're like, what if he doesn't like me? What's he gonna do? But fortunately, he's a good one, and yeah, just great to have him around. And I think he likes the movie, which is a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, your character, obviously, his motivation or one of his motivations is Sophie. I mean, she seems to bring out the softer side of him. Can you tell me about their dynamic and their relationship?
Yeah, Sophie's a facilitator, and it's interesting. She's kind of the opposite to him. His job, it really is to take lives. I mean, he's a military man. She's a doctor, has to save them, but she helps him function. In social situations, he's not. He's as I said, a psychopath, so he doesn't really have a lot of these. He doesn't have the use of emotions or empathy. So she really helps him in those kind of situations. But by the end, I think she gets it. She understands what he is and what he needs. And so therefore, yeah, they're a pretty strong team together.
Yeah, I agree. Well, and is this not like the worst way for a proposal to get derailed? Like, have you ever had something like that happen in real life? Like, obviously not this bad, but like on a date or an audition or something.
Yeah, I mean, no, I don't think I've ever had anything to that scale. I mean, God, it puts you off wanting to propose, right? Or even have a relationship because, yeah, the next thing you know, you're on a train going to Paris for a romantic weekend, and I don't know, the mercenaries take it over. It's pretty
Exactly.
terrifying.
Yeah, well, but obviously, even if that happened to you, you would be ready for it. You clearly did some extensive training for this. So tell me about the training that you did
Yeah.
in order to prepare for this role.
Yeah, well, I'd certainly probably know how to pretend to do it. But yeah, no, we did do a lot of training. I did a lot in South Africa with special forces there and a lot of military tactical movement, etc. Working with weapons. And then in the UK, I worked with Andy quite a lot. We did a lot of works on drills and um, sort of moving through compounds and working with civilians, etc. So yeah, there was quite a lot of sort of that side of it, and then of course the sort of fight sequences as well. We did a lot of training with the stunt crew.
Was that really difficult? I mean, what did you think like, oh, this is a lot of fun, or were you like, oh, it's kind of hard getting used to this?
Do you know what? Weirdly, I think I've just done quite a lot of action recently, in movies and on Outlander as well.
Mhm.
So I feel like I've a pretty strong basis of understanding, and I just come from Bloodshot with Vin Diesel, so there's a lot of action in that. So I felt, pretty much up to speed, which was great I really needed to hit the ground running on this one because it's so intense.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and let's talk about Outlander. Congratulations. You were just nominated for a Saturn Award. How cool is that?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I just saw that the other day. It's fantastic. Yeah, I think the whole cast was so. Keep it in the family. But no, it's brilliant. We're such a fun job, and we're in our sixth season now, and
Mhm.
it's just things never get better on Fraser's Ridge. Things get worse, and yeah, we're looking forward to fans finally seeing this season when it's out.
Yeah, well, what can you tell me about the next season and what we can expect?
Yeah, I mean, we're sort of following on for what happened at the end of season five. Claire was, assaulted, and the whole family is pretty fractured. And then we have the War of Independence is getting closer. Jamie's kind of working on the wrong side. He knows he's going to be on the losing side, the British. So it's tough. It's a tough old time, and certainly as it's Outlander, so things are never easy.
Of course not. Well, yeah. Well, speaking of the things not being easy, I heard that the weather has made things pretty challenging to film and everything. How's that been?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, firstly, obviously filming during a pandemic is pretty tough, and we have a lot of protocols and things which make things a lot more difficult. But fortunately, everyone is being kept safe. Add to that, the Scottish winter, snow, ice, and cold. It's been tough, but it
Yeah.
feels like spring is almost here. So I'm excited for the sunnier days.
Well, aren't we all? Because we've had like
Yeah,
half of a blizzard here in New York several times. Um,
yeah, yeah.
you
You guys had
mentioned
it
how,
tough, right?
yeah, exactly. Well, you mentioned how tough it is filming during a pandemic. Like, what kind of precautions have you guys been taking?
Yeah, the protocols are pretty strict. I mean, extremely strict. I mean, it's there's different bubbles, there's different sort of levels of access. We have to wear masks pretty much all the time if we're not shooting, and we're tested virtually daily. So yeah, it's good. It's pretty watertight. We've had obviously a few cases, I think, on the periphery, but everyone's safe, so it's great.
Good, good. I'm glad to know that. All right. So finally, last question. Men in Kilts. Got to tell me about this. It's been getting rave reviews. Have you and Graham gotten close throughout this whole experience?
Oh yeah, I mean it's hard not to get close to a man when you're spending days in a RV camper van driving around, and yeah, we really get on, and he's such a great guy. He's the sort of ideal travel companion. He's reliably grumpy and reliably hungry all the time, but actually genuinely a very 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 big-hearted decent guy, and a great history buff as well. So always entertaining. And the show, I'm so pleased. It's something that I wanted to create and shot last year, and it's just hopefully a little bit of travel for people to enjoy.
Exactly. Since, a lot of us, can't travel or aren't traveling very much, it is nice to sort of watch you guys do it instead.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Well, thank you
Yeah.
so much, Sam. That's my time. It was great talking with you. And like I said,
Thanks,
happy early
Chelsea.
birthday.
You too. I love that. I shall think of you on the 28th. Fantastic.
Awesome. Yes. Hopefully we're both
Enjoy.
like doing something fun by then.
Yes, let's hope so.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.